Hey everyone, welcome back to QE Explorers. Studying for the ASNT Level 3 Basic Exam is definitely a marathon, not a sprint. To help you cross that finish line, I've put together this specific mock practice focusing on the production technology portion of the exam. We're going to dive deep into the manufacturing processes and material properties that ASNT loves to test. We have 32 questions to get through, so stick around until the end to check your score and see which areas you need to sharpen. Ready to crush this? Let's go.
Question 1 asks which of these metals has very little ductility. The correct answer is C, iron. While steel, copper and aluminum are known for being relatively ductile, pure iron, or certain cast forms, exhibit significantly less.
Question 2. Mechanical properties are generally improved in which direction? Is it the direction of rolling, or at an angle of 30, 45, or 90 degrees? The correct answer is A, in the direction of rolling. When metal is rolled, the grains and inclusions elongate.
Question 3 covers grain refinement. For metals in a single crystalline form, we can achieve refinement through hot working, cold working, or recrystallization. So the answer is E, all the above. Question 4 is a classic fact question. At what temperature do we hot work steel? The range is C, 950 to 1300 degrees Celsius. This ensures the steel is above its recrystallization temperature. Question 5 asks about a decarburized layer. That's when carbon escapes the surface of the steel during heating. Since the chemistry of that thin layer is permanently altered, it is generally removed by B surface removal, like machining or grinding. Question 6 reminds us that cold rolling, hot rolling, and extrusion can all be used to improve material properties. The answer is D, all of the above. In question 7, we look at the starting point. Most millwork starts as A, cast ingots. However, for question 8, remember your shapes. D, blooms and billets both typically have square cross-sections, though they differ in size. Question 9. Of these methods listed below, which will eliminate the need for an ingot? A. Hot rolling. B. Continuous casting. P. 7. C. Extrusion. D. None of the above. Correct answer. B. Continuous casting. Question 10. Let's look at the variety of flat products produced in a steel mill. Which of the following would be considered a flat product? The options are A. Sheet, B. Plate, A, and C. Strip. The correct answer is E, all of the above, as all three are categorized by their relatively thin, wide geometry. Question 11 asks about general mill products. Which of these would be classed as a mill product? We have A. Pipe, B. Tube, and C. Casting. While castings are often secondary processes, D. Pipe and tube are standard products coming directly from the mill. Question 12. We explore how these pipes and tubes are actually made. They can be manufactured using several techniques, including A. Extruding, B. Rolling, and C. Resistance welding. Therefore, the answer is E, all of the above, as modern mills utilize all these methods depending on the required specifications. Moving to question 13, we look at forging. One type of forging operation uses C. Open dies. Question 14 asks, the principal NDT method to locate internal discontinuities in forgings is? The answer is A. UT or ultrasonic testing. For question 15, impact forging is more commonly known as B. Drop forging. Finally, question 16 asks for the term used in powder metallurgy for the bonding of solid particles. The term is C. Sintering. Starting with question 17, a typical application of powder metallurgy parts is of the cutting tools. Question 18 asks, which of the following has an essentially rectangular cross-section? The correct answer is C. Slab. In question 19, we look at an advantage of the continuous casting process. The answer is D. Removes the requirement for ingots and reduces wastage of material. Question 20 asks, sheets of metal before it is rolled into pipe using a welding bell is called. That material is called B. Scalp. Question 21 asks, which extrusion process uses less pressure due to lower buildups of friction between the container and billet? The answer is C. Indirect hot working. For question 22, powder metallurgy is used to produce refractory metals. Which of the following is classed as a refractory material? The answer is C. Tungsten. Question 23 states the shearing operation has many forms. Of those listed, which is a shearing operation? The answer is D. Parting. Question 24 asks, during the bending process, what stresses are produced within the material? The stresses are D. Compressive and tensile. In question 25, regarding explosive forming, the answer is E. High explosive and slow burning propellants are used. Question 26 asks, which of the following is a hole-making operation? The answer is D. Notching. Question 27 asks, in the machining process, metal is removed in the form of. The correct answer is B. Chips. For question 28, high-speed steels are generally used for which type of cutting tool? The answer is B. Drills. Question 29 asks, the letters NC in machine work stand for. They stand for A. Numerical control. Question 30 asks, which of the following may be used as a cutting tool material? The answer is D. Both diamonds and cemented carbides. Question 31 asks, what material is usually used in injection molding? The correct answer is B. Thermoplastics. Finally, question 32 asks, what materials are required for reinforced plastic molding? The answer is D. Filler and resin.